Are you interested in playing Airsoft but you don't really know what to bring to your first game? Let us help. Honestly, the only thing you need to bring to your first game is cash and ID. In Japan, all fields have rentals, and you can rent all of your gear and guns for about 30 American dollars. This does add up quite quickly though, so if you want to keep playing Airsoft, investing in some kit is usually a pretty good idea. So what's the least amount of stuff that you need to buy in order to have fun playing Airsoft? Really, you only need 3 things. Number 1, Eyepro. Number 2, an AEG. Number 3, a high capacity magazine. If you want to build your own complete kit, here are some things we recommend. Number 1, an AEG. There are different kinds of guns on the market and all of them have their pros and cons. But basically, buy the gun you like and buy the gun you can afford. There are many different options. Like I just mentioned, you could get an M4, or you could get an AK, or you could get an MP5, or you could get something exotic, like a Bison. I wouldn't recommend getting a gas blowback or a CO2 rifle as your first rifle. Sure, these are great, they're incredibly realistic, but they're incredibly expensive, the parts are expensive, and they're not really reliable. So just stick with an AEG. They're cheap, they're reliable, they've got lots of aftermarket parts, and best of all, they hold lots of bullets. Now I know everyone loves pistols. I love pistols, I have way too many, probably 15. But you don't really need a pistol if you're just starting Airsoft. Basically, you don't use them. I've only had to draw my pistol twice. Once was because my gun ran out of bullets when I was in the middle of an engagement, and the second time was when my gun jammed. Now, this has been almost 20 years. Sure, I use pistols when I do indoor Airsoft or when I'm doing CQB, but in that situation I'm using the pistol as my primary. Using it as a secondary and actually drawing it, you don't really need it. Basically, get the money you're going to spend on the pistol, invest that into the AEG, and you'll have a lot more fun as a beginner. Okay, now optics. Honestly, I love optics. I have way too many optics, but as a beginner, you don't really need it. Sure, they make your gun look cool, but you can see where the BBs are going with your eyes and, just adjust. Also, I know this goes without saying, but get a battery. Most guns come with batteries, but if your gun doesn't come with a battery, buy a battery and, the charger. Boots. Now, I'm not an expert on boots. The first pair of boots I bought were these Vietnam-era jungle boots. I bought them because they looked cool and they were cheap, but they weren't comfortable and they really hurt my feet. So I decided to get some new boots. I got these ones here. They were like 5,000, 6,000 yen on Amazon, which is like 40 American dollars. Look around, find the boots that you like. If you can, try them on first. Eyepro. Protecting your eyes is the most important thing in Airsoft. And you have lots of options for this. You can use shooting glasses. You can use goggles. You can use a full face Airsoft mask. This is my Rios mask from Army of Two. Or you can get a paintball mask. This is my Dye i5. Honestly, this is my favorite because it doesn't fog whatsoever. There are also mesh masks, but don't bother getting mesh masks. Sure, they don't fog, but BBs can shatter when they hit the mask, and then you risk getting BB fragments in your eye, which is no fun. Now, if fogging is a problem for you, as I said, you can just get a dye mask, but these are expensive. So another option is to get goggles that have a fan. These are great. They're a little noisy, but they do stop it from fogging. You can also use an anti-fog spray, which kind of helps. Helmets. Wearing a hat for Airsoft is fine. I wear one in the summer. It's nice because, you can put your patches on it. Don't really wear it back to front that much because with this big hole here, seems to be the only place I get shot. Another option is wearing a helmet. Helmets are great because they protect your head. For me, this is really useful when I'm playing indoors because I'm quite tall, 6'3", so I have a tendency of hitting my head on things. When I wear a helmet, I hit the helmet instead, so that's great. Also, they're quite good aesthetically because they have lots of real estate for patches. You can also mount comms, And, night vision or GoPro. Hand protection. Getting shot in the finger sucks. I used to wear fingerless gloves, but I got shot in the fingers way too many times. So I stick to these gloves now, and I haven't had any problems. Magazines. You can never have too many magazines, but there are so many kinds. So what magazines should you take? Here are the 4 basic kinds. Number 1, this is a low cap magazine. It has about 30 rounds, basically same capacity as the real gun. This here is a mid cap magazine. It has 72 rounds, double the capacity of a regular gun, spring loaded, very reliable. This is a high capacity magazine. It has 300 rounds. And this is a drum magazine. It has about 3,000 rounds. You can wind it like this. Personally, I only play with mid-cap mags. I love mid-cap mags because they're really responsive, they hold enough bullets for what you need, and it's really fun reloading them. They're also really responsive. I used to play with high caps because I thought they were more convenient, but honestly, winding the high caps is annoying and they make a lot of noise when you're walking around. Vests. Now, wearing a vest looks cool. I love wearing a plate carrier, but honestly, you don't need it. It's really cosmetic. It's really just for cosplay. You also get really, really hot in it. I'm sweating right now. Wearing a plate carrier or a vest is a great way to carry your magazines. You can carry your main magazines here. You can carry secondary magazines here. Another option is a battle belt. The main advantage of a battle belt is maneuverability. It's much easier moving around when you're just wearing like a t-shirt and a hoodie and a battle belt. A third option is a chest rig. This here is my little chest rig that I use with my KSC Strack. As you can see, I've got 4 magazines in it for my primary. I've got my 2 sidearm magazines here, and if I'm running comms or something, I can put my walkie-talkie in here. This is great because it's light, it allows me to carry all my ammo, and I also get some real estate on the front to put on patches. BBs. Okay, buying BBs can seem daunting. There are so many different types. If you just want to buy one kind of BBs and forget about it, just get these. These here are 0.25 Bio BBs. You can use them anywhere. You can use them indoor, you can use them outdoor. They're fine everywhere. In Japan, we can't use 0.25 gram BBs indoors, but for other countries, it shouldn't really be a problem. When buying BBs, there are 2 main things to consider. There's the weight, and if it's bio or not. Bio is biodegradable. These are the BBs that are designed to be used outside. Really only use bio BBs outside. If it's indoors, it doesn't really matter. 0.2, 0.25 are fine for just regular AEG engagements. 0.3, 0.4, this is much more specialized for snipers. Loaders. Get a nice BB loader. The BB loader that comes with your gun is fine, but if you get a nice Marui one, it's so much faster. Also, if you can, mark your BB loader so you know what BBs are in it. I get confused all the time. This one's great. It's really easy to put the BBs in. If you want to spoil yourself, you can get an electric BB loader. You just put the magazine on the top, fills it up automatically. I love this. It's a great time saver. So those are all the things that I recommend for a beginner's loadout. If you have any questions about playing Airsoft or playing Airsoft in Japan, hit me up in the comments. I'm happy to help. If you want to support the channel, please like, subscribe, and check us out on Patreon. Bye. People